Capricorn, welcome to your June 2019 angel card reading. I am using the Angel Tarot card deck and a few cards from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, both by Doreen Virtue. Just a quick reminder, these are general readings, so if you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links in the description box below. I was tuning into your energy, and first of all, the cards were jumping. I had to kind of stop myself for a second and think, is this happening too easily, or is this really, I make sure that I'm processing the reading through, understanding that it's through my filter, but taking my thoughts, feelings, and emotions out of it, and really tuning into you. And the cards were jumping, and the energy and the message I got from Spirit was that you all were pretty anxious. So there's some type of anxious energy going on here. Either you're tired of waiting, you're tired of having your plans put on hold, you're like even my body is itchy right now. Like you're itchy, you're antsy, you're really tired of having to, feeling like you have to wait for other people to make decisions. You're ready to do something, either personally or professionally. You're ready for things to get going, to get moving, and you don't feel like you're holding things up and other people are. So I'm actually not sure yet if the advice is going to be to try to be patient, or that, yeah, you have every right to be anxious. You have every right to be frustrated, and you can walk away. You should be wondering if this is the right thing for you. Typically, whenever I get an anxious sensation like that, it's usually that we need to take a step back and take a breath and let things evolve and have some patience and all of those, mantras that are very difficult to hear in the moment. But I'm not sure yet for you. So let's see what the cards say, if that introductory message is accurate and we need to further expand on it, or we go in a whole different direction. Your first card is Eight of Water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Yeah, you are. You're ready to move on. You're ready to have this chapter be over. You're ready to move on to new experiences, possibly new people, possibly a new job, possibly a new relationship. 8 is also associated with our resources and intimacy, really our most intimate relationships. So our partnerships, our one-on-one, significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend. And it's possible that what you thought was going to work out, you're now kind of disappointed with and don't really see a opportunity to heal it. And maybe this has completely lost its charm for you. And you're seeking something that has more meaning. So for some of you, a small subset of you, I'm getting the sense that this could be potentially a significant other who was maybe very entertaining in the beginning, and you all had fun and laughs, and now you're seeing maybe the other person, this isn't just fun, this is actually superficial, and you're not really in it to be superficial. You're in it to be real, and not really sure if this person can hold that level of maturity and stability. And you've grown now over the last 5 months of 2019, especially, I see, and you're really wanting to leave a lot of the superficial. Maybe that was you as well. Maybe you had a lot of this kind of superficial, and superficial may be a too big of a word. Maybe what you were interested in the last few months was just something that was a little more, um, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It was more of a, let's just play. Let's not take each other too seriously. And you've changed. You've actually decided that that's not the life you want long term, and you have been going inward for answers for a while, and now you're being rewarded with some information that's telling you, yeah, in order to stay on my path and really fill my life with healthy entertainment and healthy recreation and fulfilling relationships, I may need to make some changes. I may need to change my job, change my relationship, relocate, move. And maybe what's happening is that what was fun in the beginning is now actually causing you some pain. So that could be because they're not taking you seriously. They're not seeing you in a serious light. They're taking themselves and their lives. Maybe they're doing some things that are kind of risky. This could be a risky proposition in business or in a personal relationship. They're not really taking care of themselves or you. Fun and doing things for the moment is really all that they're concerned with, and that's not where your head is anymore, or you're concerned about what that could mean if you continue on that path, what kind of danger, what kind of trouble that could spell for you, if you don't start taking a hard look at who this person really is and what road the two of you are walking down. You get the Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So yeah, I mean, your understanding what's happening, I think, is on point. It's rarely easy to begin again, and there's always a challenge when you start over, when you relocate, when you take a new job, when you quit a job, when you leave a person. Your opportunity to stumble a bit while you go through that process is highly likely. But the great message here is that there are new ideas that can come to you as a result of really being willing to cut some ties, and you should expect some real inspiration at this time. And something that maybe previously troubled you, or caused you to think that you were doomed, or this was your only option. Now you're like, wait a minute, I've got other opportunities. I've got other ways to plan out my long-term goals. And if I focus and create a plan of action, I can absolutely get there, and you can. And you're starting to see the truth in that. You're starting to see the truth in that situation, that, people aren't, where you were once confused about where you were at and what you should do, you're not confused anymore. You have clarity. And with that clarity, really take to heart that it is time to move forward. Now, obviously, this, for all of you are not necessarily going to be ready for that. But what all of you should be ready for is turning a negative situation into something positive and coming up with a solution that's actually, when you look back, you may go, well, not only was that the best thing for me and probably for the other person, because it's going to force them to make some realizations about their state in life too. But what solution I came up with was actually pretty smart. It was definitely the smartest decision for the moment that you're in, and just keep building on that in order to get yourself to a better place. Cool, you get Archangel Michael, the Emperor, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So you have big time support right now. Archangel Michael is saying that he is, as you're working really hard to get out of this situation and get into something more positive and more beneficial for you and potentially for your family, you have major archangel support to cut out a lot of the negativity, because negative people and situations die hard. They want to hold on to whatever energy they're sucking from for as long as they possibly can. And right now, Archangel Michael is saying he's cutting through, these negative experiences, negative situations, and helping you to allow yourself to break free. So all you have to do is just be logical and disciplined right now about your next steps. And wanting, you're going to have the dream and the vision. Just create the plan. Be very regimented about exactly how you're going to do this. What are the steps? First, I'm going to, update my resume if it's professional, or first I'm going to sit down and have a talk with my significant other about where we're really at, or, what steps do you need, or maybe you need to sit down with yourself first and list out the reasons why you're really feeling like this is not going to work and you really need to make a change. But you're empowered now to take a leadership role, to create structure and order, and you getting organized and you having this sense of, I really need to create stability right now, is going to lead you to make some smarter choices than maybe you have in the recent past. And then we get 3 of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Okay, I don't know how many more messages we can. This is why they were flying out, because they're all the same. And if you all will really take to heart making this long-term commitment to yourself, for yourself, your opportunity for abundance is really great. So 3 is also the number of creativity, and I think you're going to have an opportunity to really be creative at this time, like I said earlier, with how you come up with solutions. It's almost with how you dodge ending something and having people be not necessarily disappointed, but how they are angry. So with a Fire card, there's always potential drama, there's passion associated with this, there's high energy, but your your opportunity to keep things going, reviewing what you know to be true for you, what you know to be right for you, and then creating a blueprint for how you want that to look in the future is going to be so powerful right now. So you may not see, I mean, you could in June, you could start to see actual progress from all of your planning, but especially in the first half, taking the time to plan out your next steps, taking the time to really keep your eye to the long-term goal, knowing that you should feel good about some of these hard decisions that you've made. You will need to be a little patient. So as I was saying in the beginning, sometimes we don't know if, being full of energy and being anxious and, wanting things to pan out differently for us means we should pull back or we should move forward. And so this is saying just be patient in terms of don't rock the emotional boat with other people in terms of how they respond. There's no reason to fan the fire and fan the flames of, I told you I was going to leave, or I told you I was going to quit, or I told you this was going to happen and you didn't, you don't need to create an argument or to create chaos as you're walking out, as you're moving to this new opportunity, as burning a bridge is not really what you want to do right now. So just use the time to explore all the possibilities that you have for how to take this next step and put your energy and your passion and your desire into that and not into creating some kind of potential conflict with other people. You also get mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. I've actually been getting this card a lot for the signs. So this can be mother figure of any kind. This could be females that you work with. This could be a female significant other. This could be you. This could be you wanting to heal that part of yourself that thinks, I need to be a better mom. I need to be a better friend. I need to be better about my feminine nurturing ability, both to myself and others, how I care for myself and others, the feminine side if you're a male. So, when you make a decision to do something that's going to benefit your spiritual and emotional growth, you can't help but heal all those sides of yourself that have potentially been crying out for something to change, for something that needs to be more meaningful, needs to be different, needs to be more in line with who you are now. And you got set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love this card. I love this card. It's actually one of the first times I've gotten it. I don't get this card very often, so this is really special. This is saying everything we've talked about is right on point, and you all have really come far. You've really come far, and I think you may even be surprised with how far you've come and didn't even know how different you really are now, how much you've changed, how much you've become this person that you really like, and now you just have to set yourself up with people that feel the same way and have the same standards. So you trying to rationalize how a situation is okay for you, or how it's, yeah, that's fine, I can live with that. Sure, that's what I deserve. Yeah, maybe there's better out there, but this is all right the way it is. This is telling you it's not good enough for you, and you do deserve better. And if you take some time to really visualize what these new situations, opportunities could look like if you get out of something that's been troubling you, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how quickly it manifests because you've got major support here. And it can be intimidating to try to move to a different place in your life's journey, but you are really being reassured here that you're absolutely ready. Go for it, and you have major support. So I think this is pretty clear. I hope that was valuable for you. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net. I look forward to speaking with you soon.